You could just like really slowly crack it open and peek out the top and be like, ugh, and stay in there half cracked open, not really going anywhere. Or you could just go rip the Band-Aid off. Hello, it's the new me. Ta-da, version 1. Version 1 exists. I really want you to do that. Here's version 1, right? Is it going to look perfect? No. Is it going to look a little bit scrappy dappy and a bit ugly and a bit messy and a bit stinky? Yes, of course it is. It's version 1, right? Version 1 has to exist before any of the other versions can be created. We are committing today to creating version 1 in this next 30 days so that it could become a nicer, prettier, sexier, more tidy, more grounded and calm version. Then week 4, we're going to learn how to actually make some money from this thing. We're going to learn how we're going to launch it, how we're going to promote it. And dare I word it like this? Do the real work. Not going to scare you. Who's scared? Am I scaring you? I hope so. No, I hope I'm exciting you. I hope that you feel excited. So let's get into week 1, shall we? Are we ready for week 1? We are ready for week 1. We're going to be talking about planning for profit. And do I have some cool little toys for you? I've made you some bots. You're going to love it. You are going to love it. So our first step in this whole process of creating anything, this is going to apply not just for the thing you're creating on Concept to Course today. It's also going to apply for everything you ever create in your business. So I'm giving you stuff here that is going to multi-purpose the impact across all of your business domains here. So the first thing we need to do is determine your dollar, baby. Determine your dollar, baby. This means that how much money do you actually want to make? What is your revenue goal? How many of you have even decided what that is? Many people go, I just need to make money. I need to make profit. I need to make as much money as possible. But how much? You have to get clear with your numbers in business if you want to succeed. I personally hated math to the point at which I was thrown out of most of my math classes because they taught me stuff like Pythagoras' theorem that I quite frankly never needed to use in my business. If they had taught me how to make the most of my pocket money, which back then I was quite obsessed with, I would have probably loved math more. However, despite my avoidance of math, now that I have real world application, business, income, wealth, right? All of a sudden, it's pretty important. And the only reason I've got good at gaining wealth is because I've become obsessed with measuring it. And I don't mean obsessed in the unhealthy way, in the way that a CEO, that's you, by the way, needs to know every number. Because if that's not being tracked, it's not being measured, you simply are not going to get anywhere. So let's determine your dollar, baby. Now, first of all, in this space of being creators, course creators, coaches, consultants, educators, in this space, particularly for those of you who are B2C, business to customer, that means teaching the public market. One of the things we and you will experience at some point is the expectation from others that you will do what you do for free, that they shouldn't have to pay you, especially if you're a friend. Right? We have to start getting comfortable with the fact that this is our business. When I have particularly friends and things say, can you just help me out with that? Can't you just give me a hand? You're my friend. I'm like, would you go to work for free? Would you happily go to work and say to your boss today, do you know what? I love this. I love this job so much. Don't worry about paying me. I'm just going to do it for free. Of course they wouldn't. Of course they wouldn't, right? This is your job. It's your vocation. It's how you pay your bills. It's how you eat and stay alive. It is not selfish for you to focus strongly, determinedly on income. This is your job. It is how you earn money. So if you are not focused on business, you simply do not have fuel. You cannot survive. You cannot move forward. It is not selfish to be focused on income. You can love money and be a good person. I need you to start removing the shame and the programming around being financially focused if you want to succeed. So many of us have been told that it's greedy and it's ugly to think about money, to focus on income. And it's certainly too much or wrong or narrow or shallow to desire huge amounts of wealth. Where did that come from? People think, oh, that's unnecessary. I should only focus on the bit that I really need. Why have we been programmed to think like that? Remove the shame. You do not need to be an evil person to have wealth. You do not need to take from anyone else in order to have wealth.